It goes live at about 40 seconds.
I'm gonna tell weird jokes.
Alright, I think it should be watching it.
Huh?
We don't have anyone watching, considering it's a creative building stream and it's almost midnight. Okay, yeah, we're live.
And some people will enjoy.
It's live now.
Until they're gonna watch your live, they're gonna take your idea, Minecraft idea billing that says, "Welcome to the hardest top."
Wait, are you trying to pass my house off as yours?
What?
I've been working on this house for almost 2 hours now.
Me too. Well, not technically, but yeah, me too.
You haven't done anything. Except say that it was too big.
Like what? Not yet.
And it wasn't big enough.
Make it bigger.
I still don't know if it's big enough. I think it's definitely the biggest one that I worked on, but I still don't know if it's big enough.
No, make it 3 feet tall with extra razor sharp. Shut up. No, you shut up.
3 foot tall is not that tall for a house. That's shorter than me.
Call me fat.
No, I'm pretty sure I just called myself short. But also 3 foot short.
Did you now?
Welcome to
Did
the
you?
stream.
Welcome, fans.
Oh no, here he goes
Welcome
again.
to the. Shut up. No, you shut up. I'm the real normal one. No, I'm the fancy one. Oh, how dare you? I'm Australian. Where the. I don't see.
You having fun talking to your different personalities over there? Welcome
Who
to
are
the
you
stream.
accusing my personality?
I mean, it seems like you have multiple personalities.
You Bloodswinker, you found my identity out. What? What? I've never done any. Well, y'all, the dingus. How dare you call me a dingus? You're a dingus not telling us in the first place. Oh,
I'm doing alright. I don't know how he's doing. I think he needs a nap or something.
Whoa, where am I?
You okay now?
No, I was dreaming of a unicorn stabbing me in the brain.
Was it Xylo with the unicorn horn?
Yes, it was. And you know what?
I have to draw fan art of that later or tomorrow. I was gonna work on it earlier.
Fan art?
I have like 3 ideas for what I'm gonna do with that for 3 different
When you
drawings.
finish the art, I'll pay you good money.
Do you even have money?
Of course,
I mean,
I have a penny.
Earlier you
I'm
said
rich.
I was rich because I had $7.
Yes, but I'm rich with a E-R.
Okay, sure.
I got pennies. I got 1. I got 2. You bloody winker, where's my money? I wanna buy some tea. I love bloody tea, mate. You racist bastard. We eat potatoes for winter. What was a man? I told you want some tea for winter, but nope, you eat some potatoes. You owish. Oh, excuse me. I love potatoes because they make potatoes. Mashed potato, potato salad. Oh, not that nasty potato salad. They make you fart bad. You bloody winkle. You bloody winkle. You bloody winkle. No, you bloody winkle. Bloody winkle. Yeah. Oh, you're a fight. Yeah, you're British. Then we have a fancy fight. I accept that challenge. First, we must drink tea, of course.
This is my house. Or the layout for my house, anyway.
I paid good money in that house.
No, you didn't.
Okay, you're ready, Irish? Of course you're British. Okay. Fancy fine on. Hey. Oh, that hurt. Hey. Ow. Don't make me use my softest touch on you. No, not that one. No. Ow. You want? What about some splash of hot tang with mashed potatoes? You British. Hiya. Oh, that's a hard potato. You said mashed potato. Oh yeah, cause you're a potato, now you're smashed by a potato. Hot damn, don't make me call Americans. Yo, dog, I'm a gangster in America.
Oh,
what's
no,
wrong, Irish and British? He wants no fair fight. What dog in a fight? I got a Nerf gun, I could shoot you all.
I'm building a house, is what I'm building.
There's no such thing in mansion. I believe in the far mansion. Hold on, I'm gonna bring a Canadian with us. Hi guys, how you doing?
I guess he has another personality now?
I'm from Canadian. I'm nice to everybody I see. So what's wrong? Is something wrong? Or no?
I don't think there's anything wrong.
But the British and the Irish and the Americans said you're being bullied to them.
I barely said anything to them. And I just asked if they were okay.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna write that down.
They seem to be arguing a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
I was a little worried.
Okay, I'm gonna write the other one down. Like, oh, damn, kills me. You bullied us. I didn't bully you. Yeah, I'm Irish. I'll toss a potato and make a potato mashed potato. Or maybe French fries.
I don't.
Y'all dog.
What to do here in this situation?
Welcome to Mystical. You want some Kool-Aid?
Should we let Ed Sheeran handle this?
No. Hold on, guys. I'm going to space.
Oh no, he's got the bucket again.
Hello. Echo.
His head's in a bucket.
No. Oh my, I was, where am I? I was in England now. Stars. Hey, that's my butt. Hey, where my butt? It's the spaceship. Oh my, look at that fancy paw. Oh. The 15501, we see a nuclear bomb hit into Earth. Goes to Black Rider, head into big mansion with purple and white building with glass.
He's trying to blow up our
Thank
house
you for telling
again.
in there. 2105-551. It's gonna hand 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Where am I?
Oh, he fell asleep.
What? Wait, where am I? Why am I? Battle, where am I?
In space?
3, 2,
Something about a nuclear bomb? ship just crashed. I also think he might have dropped his headset.
Well, I just saw him.
He might have a zombie personality now. Or he might just be a zombie. Or he's just gone now. That could be possible too. Yeah, I am building a giant house. At least I think it's the biggest one I've ever built. I don't know for sure, because I know the one was pretty big. But I think this one's bigger.
Preview to The Walking Dead. We're going down in 3, 2, 1.
He's Donald Duck now.
Now back to TV show.
Why is this The Walking Dead suddenly? I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Carl! Yes, Dad Rick? Where's that spaceman? Oh yeah, whoa, where are you? I'm the rich man, the one you made the astronaut. I'm rich. Oh, where am I? That stupid rich dude took my body and we're in The Walking Dead now. Yes.
That almost got water in my
Stupid
nose.
astronaut. Oh. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Walking Dead. Will the astronauts survive the far nuclear waste?
Okay, this sounds more like The Last Man on Earth than The Walking Dead.
What?
This sounds more like the show The Last Man on Earth.
No, it's The Walking Dead with the last man.
That's kind of hard to do considering. I mean, both are caused by a virus, but one brings the dead back to life, and one it's just a virus that kills people.
Anyway, good night, guys. See you tomorrow, episode 2.
Alright.
Maybe I'm not
Good
dead.
night.
I'm the
I
walkers.
probably will not finish this house tonight, so
See, I told you, it's gonna make you a year to finish the house.
I will finish it
I'll bet
in a
$10
week.
You'll finish it in a year. No, a year.
I'm gonna
I
finish
know.
it in a week.
Guys, bit of my money, bit of my 2 pennies in here, dude. I'm rich. I could bet a lot of money. 2 pennies.
I don't have anything to
If you don't
do,
believe me,
so
if you don't believe
I'll
me, I'm
finish
rich.
this in a
2
week.
pennies. Let's go back in time to 1990, 40. I'd be rich. Trust me. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Why? I don't want to say I love my.
Okay. That was strange. I probably will finish this in a week, though. Maybe less. I guess it just depends on how much I feel like working on it. I know one of my bigger builds did take me like 2 weeks to do, but it was because I was sick for like 4 days out of the 2 weeks. And when I was sick, I didn't feel like working on it. other biggest house, I think, took 3 or 4 days of working on it. But it was only like an hour or 2 every day working on it, so. Actually, no, I think I added that one up, how long it took. I think it was a total of 6 hours over 3 days to do that one. Something like that. But I was still I still hadn't completely finished the interior of it before I stopped working on it, because I tried to do a fireworks thing in the front yard for, I think for the 4th of July last year, and it started causing lag and I couldn't live in the house anymore, so I had to build a new one. And the new one was smaller, but I built a barn that matched it, and I think I built a doghouse and a treehouse that also matched it eventually, when I didn't know what else to build. I'm not even 100% sure what I'm doing with all of this one, because it is a really big house. Actually zoom out again. Yep. This is gonna take a while. This might actually take me more than a week. Yeah, I'm sure I'll finish it. Probably won't work on the whole thing while I'm streaming, because that's kind of a lot. And I probably won't add that many windows while I'm building it, because I usually add windows after I built it. So I usually add the windows depending on what the room is for. And I'm not sure what any of this is, what the rooms are going to be yet, except for one. One of the big rooms, I know the entire back wall of it is going to be a giant fish tank. But I don't know what else I'm going to do with it yet. Just like I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with the rest of the house yet. I'll probably only stream for an hour tonight, because, like I said, I'm just going to be working on this for a while. And I figure it'll probably get kind of boring after an hour, if it's not already. I would take a break from this and build other stuff, but I have no idea what else to build, so. It's actually after midnight now. Thank you for that. I know most people don't typically do creative building unless it's a tutorial, but on video or stream or anything like that. But I do a lot of creative building. It's probably my favorite thing about Minecraft, honestly. I mean, you can literally do pretty much anything with creative building. Not sure what happened. I thought I just heard a cat screaming or something. cat won't go home, and my cats beat him up a lot. They keep getting mad at me for it, but what am I supposed to do? There are cats in my yard. And 3 of my cats were wild at one point. And one of them is just, I think he's actually bigger than her cat. And he's the only male cat we have outside now. Because we don't have his dad anymore. Or one of his brothers that we had before. And Tyrion is still in the house, even though he shouldn't be. He just won't fight back with the other cats, and they beat him up, so he has to be in a kennel if we're gonna put him outside. Which we have a kennel it's big enough for him, because we actually had a pit bull in it before, and it was enough room for her. And then we actually have 2 kennels. Both had pit bulls in them at one point or another, and they were big enough for them. The problem is, both of the kennels are kind of broken. So, I would have to try to fix one of them. And I can't really fix it without some help, and I haven't gotten anyone to help me. I would try to talk my cousin into helping me, but I actually invited her over the other day, offered free cookies and cupcakes, and she ignored my message. Because that day I was having a pretty bad day, and I just invited her over to her brother, and her boyfriend over to play board games, and she ignored me. How do you ignore free cookies and free cupcakes? Exactly. I mean, I could even see maybe ignoring free cookies or free cupcakes, but ignoring both. Then again, it's probably because the last time I took them cookies, they didn't taste very good, but it's because they weren't my homemade cookies. I got a package of cookie mix from Walmart. They didn't taste right. It was supposed to be snickerdoodles, and you couldn't even taste cinnamon on them at all. To me, they tasted like sugar cookies, and I'm not a big fan of sugar cookies. Not unless they're covered in frosting. I think I even added cinnamon to them, and they still didn't taste right. My uncle liked them, though. And my aunt liked them. I even looked at them when my aunt says, "Yeah, they taste right." I looked at her funny, like, "What are you talking about? It doesn't even taste like cinnamon." I don't know if I've had those. I probably have. I think my favorite ones are the ones that I make that I use coffee M&Ms for, or peanut butter with chocolate chips. Still don't think I've tried the peanut butter ones that I made with white chocolate, though. I should probably do that before they go bad. And for a while, I would make cookies for family holidays and stuff, because we all do Thanksgiving and Christmas together, usually. But the last few times I've made cookies, either my aunt complains at me and says I should have made a pie. My cousin complains at me that, because I make chocolate chip cookies with crunched up pieces of candy cane in them for Christmas. A few of my cousins actually ask me to make them, but one of my cousins keeps complaining and saying that I should use the softer peppermints that don't taste the same. One year she even said she would buy me a giant container of the soft peppermints if I would add them to the cookies. I still didn't. It was my recipe, why did I need to change it? They also ask for Rice Krispie treats. Every single time we do anything with the family, whether it's a birthday party, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, even 4th of July or New Year's, which we all usually get together and get some fireworks. They ask for Rice Krispie treats. When one of us makes the Rice Krispie treats, they find some way to complain about them. Because the way we make Rice Krispie treats is we add peanut butter to them. Now, they've asked us for Rice Krispie treats every year, pretty much since I've been a little kid, before I even knew how to make them. And then suddenly, I think it was last year or the year before, I hear them complaining. My aunt says we used too much peanut butter one time. The next time she said we used not enough. Then I hear my cousin saying, I wish you just make them without peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter. But every time she makes cookies, she makes homemade peanut butter cookies. But she doesn't like peanut butter. Does that make any sense? Because it doesn't make that much sense to me. Yeah. And the one time I did make a pie for the holidays, I did my own way, because I don't like pie crust. I don't like graham crackers. If it's a chocolate pie crust, I'm alright, but I also don't like whipped cream. Hi, welcome to the stream. But, I made a pie my own way. Because it was for Thanksgiving, I think it was French vanilla cake mix. I added cinnamon to it. I had originally planned to make a cake. The cake fell apart. I don't know what I did wrong, but the cake fell apart. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna fix this. I have some vanilla ice cream. I layered the bottom of what was actually a pie pan with the crumbled up cinnamon French vanilla cake. spread ice cream across it, put more cake, and then covered the top in crumbled up cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts. Everyone that tried it loved it. But they don't, when they ask me to make a pie, they don't expect me to do my own thing. They expect me to make like a banana cream pie or something like that I don't eat. I don't do that. Because to me, when I make stuff like that, I put a lot of time and effort into it. I don't want to put that much time and effort into something that I'm not going to eat unless it's like a birthday gift for someone. Which I've actually done that. One year I know my younger cousin used to not like frosting at all, so he wouldn't eat cake. So I decided I'd make him a cake, and I made melted marshmallow frosting. It was pretty much just melted marshmallows spread across the cake. And he actually ate it. And I'm pretty sure everyone was actually pretty surprised that I made him a cake and used marshmallows for frosting, but I was like, he doesn't eat frosting. Every year someone gets him a cake or cupcakes and he doesn't eat the frosting. And then I actually figured out how to make some pretty good homemade chocolate frosting. Because I've tried homemade frosting before using powdered sugar and I don't like it. Which is weird because I really like powdered sugar. But I had seen a recipe on Nerdy Nummies for, this was again my cousin's birthday. The same cousin. And I seen a recipe on Nerdy Nummies for Chewbacca gingerbread cookies. But I didn't have the time or the patience to make homemade gingerbread cookies. I also didn't have the money for the ingredients. So I found a roll of gingerbread cookie dough that we had in the freezer. Oh, here we go again. But I found a roll of gingerbread cookie dough in the freezer. And I actually had a gingerbread man shaped cookie cutter that I don't remember where I got it, but I found it somewhere. But while I was making them, I realized I didn't have dark brown food coloring. Or actually, maybe I did, but I didn't have any frosting. And I needed a little bit of dark brown frosting. So I took a package of hot chocolate mix, mixed it up with, I think I just used milk and flour. It was actually pretty good, and it went well on the gingerbread cookies. Or no, I don't think it was gingerbread cookies. I think it was peanut butter cookies. Yeah. I don't remember. It was either gingerbread or peanut butter. Either way. might be the case. Either that or you have a second superfan stalker. I mean, if you have more than one email, you can make another channel. And actually, someone that watches my streams has 3 channels now because he got banned from Xylo's chat with 2 of them and made a 3rd one just to ask Xylo how long he's banned for. And Mev actually responded to him and told him he's not getting unbanned. And then there was a bit of an argument between him and Mev about the spamming issue. Sorry about the coughing. I hope that's not my allergies again, because I was allergic to cats before. And I've been coughing the last few days. And every time I pick up Tyrion, I've been coughing. Apparently that is the case here. I mean, I guess some people are into that. I don't support it, but... Have I actually been talking about my family complaining about my cooking and about baking cookies and random stuff for almost 20 minutes? I suppose I have. Well, it's been like, I think 14 minutes since I started talking about both of those. True. That is very true. And it hasn't gotten illegal yet. Alright then, if you say so. Exactly. And actually, last time we were invited to something at their house, they wanted us to bring like 8 different things. And we didn't really have the money. And then actually, last year we did Thanksgiving because no one else in my family was going to do Thanksgiving. So we spent a lot of the night before and a lot of the day cooking. 2 of my cousins show up. And they say they'll all be back over later to eat because the food wasn't quite done yet. If they had waited 10 minutes, the food would have been done and they all could have come over right then. But they decided to leave, and then it turns out one of my cousins and his fiance got into an argument and they were fighting all day. So no one got to come over to eat because they wouldn't stop fighting. So they didn't actually get to come over till, like, I think it was 8 o'clock when we got home, because we went to they start the sales at Walmart on Thursday night instead of Friday morning. And we usually do most of our Christmas shopping with the movies that are on sale. So we had went to that, and we get home, they're waiting on our front steps. Said they've been waiting there for a little while. They should have called first, is all I have to say about that. Yeah. Then when they get here, my cat had kittens. We almost lost 2 of the kittens because she had 8 kittens, and she was having them so fast that she couldn't stop to clean them all, so they were all soaked. One of them was freezing and one of them was squished behind a shelf. They did both survive now, and I actually gave the one that we almost lost because she was freezing to my cousin for her birthday, because she kept saying she wanted a kitten. I was planning to give her that for Christmas, because I already knew I was getting a pig from my aunt for Christmas, so I said, we're gonna pay them back, we're giving them a cat for Christmas. Because my uncle did not want any more animals, and I knew it. But I mean, I already knew I was getting a pig, and I didn't ask for a pig. So they got a cat. But it wasn't for Christmas because she wasn't ready yet. They weren't eating yet. And then I actually took her over there on my cousin's birthday, and she had to bring her back for a few days because she wasn't ready to go. She wasn't eating on her own yet. A few days later, she was actually eating and did fine. And now we have 4 cats all about to have kittens. I think one of them actually already had her kittens, because she went under the house and I haven't seen her in 2 days. Yeah. Last time 3 of them had kittens at the same time, we had 12. And this time it's all 3 of the sisters that were strays, and Evie. And I don't know if Evie's even gonna let us near her kittens. She's pretty much wild now. She barely lets me pet her. Like, I was trying to pet her earlier and she keeps growling at me. And it's not hissing like you'd think a cat would. That's the sound you think they'd make. No, she's growling. But I guess that doesn't surprise me. I've been growled at by a chicken. And attacked by a chicken. Both the same chicken that was also my pet. He was evil. I had 2 chickens that I got, I think, for Easter one year. And I was really big into regular shows, so their names were Mordecai and Rigby. Mordecai was a friendly chicken. Rigby not so much. Rigby was evil. At least for a while anyway. Eventually he calmed down and he was okay. He didn't attack me anymore. But he was evil. I think we had those chickens for like 5 years. She's someone we had a bit of an issue with. She was saying some pretty crazy things that were pretty much starting to get illegal. Currently, she's banned from talking in my chat, I believe. Here for that one. What is it, Harley? What? You're barking at nothing. Last night you barked at a box of stuffed animals and pillows. Now you're just barking at nothing. Oh, you're actually gonna be nice to me today? You're not gonna growl and try to bite me? No? This is weird. Harley's actually being nice. Now she's licking me. And thank you for subscribing, by the way. She actually hasn't been as mean the last few days. She has been really hyper though, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep. Because she sleeps in my room, so she doesn't eat everything in the living room. And she can get on my bed. I'll be laying there either watching a video before I go to sleep or trying to sleep, and she'll run over and dive on my back. Or she's tried to lay on my head a couple of times. Or pushes me with her nose because she wants under the blanket. Then when I let her under the blanket, she digs a hole in my sheets. I need new sheets. It's a very strange, evil little puppy. Most of the time. Most of the time she's evil. The pig doesn't know she's a pig. That's a thing I'm probably gonna look for now. but I probably can't afford. Then again, most sheets are pretty expensive now. Like, I found some ones that I wanted that were like red and black plaid sheets, and I think they were $30. I didn't end up getting them because I didn't have the money at that time. And now anytime I've had the money, I've had to loan it to someone else. Right now I only have $7. Well, technically I have more than that because I have almost $5 on PlayStation, but I can only use that for stuff on the PlayStation Store. And I don't have enough for the pack that I want for Minecraft. I just realized something that's probably gonna happen. I bet my aunt tries to give me another pig for Easter. I hope not. Spidey's enough. She even got out of the fence one day. At like 5 o'clock in the morning, I get woke up being yelled at, Spidey's gone, she's not in the fence, I don't know where she is. We go out there. We call her a couple of times. She comes out from under the house. She was hiding under there. She acts like a big dog, though. She'll run up to me, wagging her tail when I call her. She wants to go for a walk, but I don't have a harness for her yet. Because I don't see the point in buying one that's going to fit her now when she's going to get a lot bigger. Yeah, I figured most of the stuff like that's going to be kind of expensive. To me, that's a little expensive for a pillowcase, but I guess it's not that bad because most pillowcases are like $10 by themselves anyway. I actually found a skirt that I wanted. That's the map from Game of Thrones. They have the Lord of the Rings one too. And I asked for them for Christmas and no one bought them. Actually ended up with a bunch of Christmas presents that I didn't need. I even ended up with my uncle. He, I think, was mad at me because I didn't like the Ouija board he got me for my birthday. So he gave me Hot Topic cards that are they're called Hot Cash. Basically, they get $15 off of a $30 or more purchase. He gave me 2 of them and a 10% off. One of them wasn't a real 15% off, or $15 off. It's one that you actually have to print. To go online and either print it out or just use the code for it online. And we don't have a printer. So I did end up getting 10% off of my dinosaur shoes. I found a pair of white high tops that have dinosaurs all over them. I think they were $25. Between the discount from that and the $5 off reward I had, I got them for like $18. Because I thought I didn't pay that much attention to the date on the hot cash, and I thought it started a week before it actually did. So when we went that week, I couldn't even use them. But I didn't put the shoes back because it was the only pair they had, and they were men's shoes in a size 6, which is actually the right size for me if I'm getting men's shoes. I've had to figure that out, because I can never find women's high tops that I like. Well, I did find one pair, but I had to pay like $60 for them. And they kind of fell apart. And then I actually had a pair of DC skater high tops that I paid $80 for. Probably the most money I've ever spent on a pair of shoes. And I was outside, I think with my cousins, and we were probably playing with water guns, even though we were teenagers. I think we were playing with water guns and jumping on the trampoline. I left my shoes outside. I forgot about them. I go back out to get them because someone said they're gonna mow the yard. I need to get my shoes. There's one shoe there. I was like, what happened to my shoe? I looked for it. I figured one of the neighbor dogs had stolen it. Or one of the neighbor kids maybe picked it up, but why wouldn't they take both shoes? I looked everywhere for the shoe. I even took my dog, thinking maybe she'd sniff for it. She didn't. But it was like a week later. We were walking down the road, and someone points to me and says, "Wait, is that your shoe hanging on the neighbor's fence pole?" It was. One of the neighbors found it and put it up there. I'm assuming they knew they were kind of expensive shoes and knew someone was probably looking for it. Surprisingly, it wasn't chewed up. The dog just took it back home. Whichever one of their dogs picked it up out of my yard. I did learn don't leave shoes outside, because the neighbor's dogs will steal them. Have I been building this roof for 40 minutes? I think I've been building this roof for 40 minutes. What time is it anyway? Almost 1 a.m. I don't want to finish the roof before I end the stream. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the roof before I end the stream. It's a lot of roof left to finished filling in. But I actually kind of like doing this because usually I'm just filling in a roof in silence, or filling in walls in silence, or just listening to music, or sometimes watching Good Mythical Morning when I do this. Definitely done that before. If I'm working on a bigger build, I know it's going to take time. So I wasn't planning on streaming this when I worked on it anymore. But now I think I might. Then again, maybe not, because I might try to work on filling in the roof some tomorrow during the day, if I can. I don't know, I think I might actually have stuff to do tomorrow during the day. I know I need to put my clothes away. I washed all my clothes, but they're just in laundry baskets. And now I have a giant box full of pillows and stuffed animals in the middle of my floor. I think I'll finish this part of the roof at least before I end. And by then it'll probably be 1 a.m. I'm gonna try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow if I can. Should be able to, hopefully. And like I've said before, during the summer I'll probably stream a lot earlier, like in the afternoon, because then I don't have to argue with anyone about when I'm gonna be streaming. The only person I'd actually have to argue with it about would be at work. And actually, during the summer I might be able to get my cousin to play Battle with me some. That might be funny. Then again, maybe not. He tends to get mad at me if I beat him at minigames. And me and him were actually building a Hunger Games map at one point, and we never finished it. And then he actually, or one of us invited one of his friends to join. And we're trying to build a Hunger Games map, and his friend just builds a flying car. I don't remember why. Actually, yeah, it was something about, he said, I know how to build a flying car. Neither one of us believed him, and then suddenly, there's a flying car. It was like a weird redstone invention that I don't remember how to recreate. And I'm pretty sure my cousin destroyed it when he found it. Welcome to the stream. We are working on a city on another map. Or another world. But right now I just want to build a really big house. I don't have any other reason why other than the fact that I wanted to. So that's what I'm doing. Building a really big house. And I actually have, I think, less than half of the roof to fill in. Only a few walls to fill in. And then I have to start separating it into rooms. And then I was gonna make this house 3 stories, but I'm not sure if I'm still gonna do that, because it is really big already. I don't think I need more space than what I already have. I don't know, I might make it 2 stories still. Just have the second story not be quite as big as the bottom floor. Because I actually did just get an idea of something that I'd need more than 1 floor to do. So yeah, again, for the 3rd time in this stream, I've zoomed out. This is the size of the house. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest house I've ever built. I think this might even be bigger than the biggest castle I've ever built. Actually, no, that's not true. I built a pretty huge castle at one point that took up like a giant entire corner of the map on PS3. Still got a lot of work to do. And yeah, I think I definitely do want to make this more than 1 floor. Just because I kind of have an idea of something I want to do. Because this entire back wall here is going to be a giant fish tank. But I kind of want to have that fish tank come up higher. Like be on the bottom floor and the 2nd floor. But I might have the 2nd floor just be a lot smaller. Like maybe have the 2nd floor be this entire area here, not including the front porch, and then this area here. Because I mean, this is already so big, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with most of the space here. Because like I said, the one that had the record for the biggest house I'd ever built until this one, I didn't even finish the interior for it. Because I didn't need more space. Because I think it was supposed to be a 4-bedroom house, and I never finished decorating the bedroom or the living room for it. The 4th bedroom and the living room, because I had my room and then 2 of my friends each had their own room. And then I had one entire room that was all for pets. I had like a window area thing set up for parrots, and then a big thing set up for cats, and a bunch of dog beds for my wolves, which then later I built a bacon-shaped dog house for my wolves, and then someone else put a wolf in there. Who it was? I think it might have been Goku, which I don't know if anyone here would remember him, but he was in one of my Fortnite streams. He's the one that started playing a video, and I had to leave actually ended the stream because I got upset that he was playing a video during my stream. And he wouldn't turn it down. But I am talking about a different Goku, because I'm not talking about Eric from the chat. Who is now Goku Yugi Sans, right? I think that's what he goes by now. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I worry a little bit when we're talking about Goku, because I'm not sure if it confuses people, because there is 2 different Gokus that I know. Actually, technically there's 3, because the one that we play with, him and his little brother both share an account. And I don't think I know what their real names are. Actually might try to go on PS3 tomorrow and see if any of my friends from there have PS4 now. Because I don't have that many people that actually play Minecraft with me anymore. They all just want to play Fortnite. I don't even like Fortnite. I mean, it was fine at first, but then when they keep inviting me to it, and I was like alright with it at first, but when that's all they want me to play, kinda don't like it. And I'm not good at games where I have to shoot anyway. Like, the only one I'm decent at is Grand Theft Auto. Might be streaming Grand Theft Auto tomorrow, because we kind of have a heist that we're supposed to do. That we still haven't finished. Because every time we go to finish it, one of us has something else to do, or someone's internet isn't working. And there's been a couple of days where I just didn't feel like dealing with other people on Grand Theft Auto, because for some of it, for some smaller parts of the heist, we have to be in a public lobby, and they know that we're doing the setups for the heist, so they try to kill us. Also, I believe I've mentioned it before, I constantly have people killing me for my DeLorean because they think it's the flying one and it's not. I don't know why they keep assuming it's the flying one, other than the fact that you can't actually buy the regular DeLorean in the game. You can only get one by stealing it. You can't buy it though. It's weird. Kinda wish I had done the flying DeLorean heist, or heist setup on stream, but I didn't, because it was like really late when we were doing it. When we first started the setups for it, it was, I think, 10 o'clock. We didn't finish till like 5. And we still didn't actually finish all of it, because there's like 3 big parts to the heist, and each one has I think 5 or 6 setups for it. And now that I have the Flying DeLorean unlocked, I need almost $5 million to buy it. That's a lot of money. Even in a game, that's a lot of money. And I won't use real money to buy in-game money because I can't afford that. Even if I could, I don't think I'd do it. I mean, if it's something small, like 99 cents for something, sure. But when you're paying $10, $20 for one item in a game, that doesn't seem right to me. That's why I won't buy skins for Brawlhalla, because it's like $6 for one skin. And with Minecraft, I get an entire skin pack for $2 to $3. Or $5 if it's a mashup pack. $5 to $6 usually for mashup packs. Which with that you get the skin pack and the map, or the skin pack and the texture pack. So it's still not that bad. Which I think I had almost all of those on PS3. Well, I still have them. I just don't play on PS3 as much. Or at all, really. One day I might actually get someone to hold the phone for me so I can record my world on PS3, because there's a lot of stuff. And I'd really like to do a tour of it on stream. Or in a video. Yeah, I don't even have that one right now. Like the only skin pack I paid for on PS4 was the Stranger Things one. And I'm gonna be honest with you there, that was mostly for the skins for 11 and the Demogorgon, so I could freak my friend out with the Demogorgon skin. But I've actually used quite a few of them. Aside from that, all the skins I use on here are free ones. Like I got, I think all 4 of the birthday skin packs, which I've tried to tell people you can only get them for 1 or 2 days on Minecraft's birthday. But they don't listen to me. They keep asking, how did you get that skin? Where did you get the birthday skin packs? And I've tried to explain to them. Because there's even, I think it's in this one. This also freaked them out. I'm upside down. They kept thinking it was a glitch or something that I was upside down. It's actually 2 of those. And this one was last year's. The one from this year has all there. There's even a redstone one. I used this when we played hide and seek, because we used to play hide and seek on my other world, because there's so many different builds, it's easy to hide and someone not know where you are. But I'm better at it than they are, because I built about 90% of the map on there. They tend to forget that when they say, they'll like give me a clue for what color building they're hiding by, and I say, wait, I know what that is. I built that. My llama shirt. I actually have one skin that I do want to get the skin pack for because I used it all the time. I have the Adventure Time skin pack on PS3, but I don't know if I'm going to get that on here because I didn't use it as much. And then the Chinese mythology, I actually use quite a bit most of the time, because I would flip between 2 skins on this one, which I'm trying to find either one of them. I'd flip between this skin and this skin a lot, but those were the only 2 I really used. I used the Doctor Who ones a lot on PS3. I don't even have my canine skin anymore. Or this thing. I freaked people out with this thing too. It was funny. I even had all the Fallout stuff on there, which I also didn't use as much as I should have considering I paid for it. I do miss my Greek mythology pack because, again, I'd use some of the skins to freak people out, but I also use the Artemis skin a lot, even for some roleplay stuff. Weird. I feel like I would have used this one more. Surprisingly, I didn't. I use the werewolf one from here a lot. I sometimes use the ghost one, but not as much as the werewolf. One day, for some reason, like 4 of us were playing Minecraft and all using this one skin. We kept claiming we were each other's clone. I haven't gotten this one yet, even on PS3, so I think I might get this skin pack on here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to be a llama person. I had this one before, and the main 2 I used from it were this one. And where is it? How to find it. And this one. I think I used some of the zombie ones a little bit, but also not that much. Then this is the skin pack that I want, but I almost have enough money to get it, but I don't quite have enough. If I would have waited on one of the games that I bought that was on sale, I would have had enough for this one, but I didn't wait, and I don't have enough. That is also part of why I want this one. Part of it is I just like mythology. Part of it is the skins are pretty cool. Hang on, I'm trying to find them. This is one of the skins that I want. This is another one of the skins that I want. Actually passed up some. This is another one of the skins that I want. Another one that I want. Yeah, I just need to give in and buy this already. Yeah, I just wanted a lot of skins from that one. Oh. There we go. I think the red and yellow one are both free. And me and my friend actually had an argument. Because we were both joking around with the Power Ranger skins. And we both say, but I want to be the Pink Ranger. But the Pink Ranger's not free. Oh yeah. There's a witch skin, the tiny wither, some cat people. This thing. This also freaks one of my friends out. Actually, I think it's freaked a few of them out. Zombie villager. It is actually a... I don't remember which pack it's in, but there's an actual villager skin. And we had name tags off playing hide and seek. And I completely fooled them with the villager skin. There's a cake zombie, party hat hero Brian. I used this skin for hide and seek too, hiding in Markiplier's hair. Welcome back. Because the block that I used was like almost the same texture as this. So I was like, I'm just gonna use this and hide in Markiplier's hair. It took my friend forever to find me. And our rule was you have to be able to see where you're at, so you can't completely hide inside of a statue or something unless there's a hole there. I was clever with it, and I did a black piece of stained glass. Yes, I have Discord. I can try putting another link again, but I keep getting told that the links don't work when I put them in the live chat. And I always forget to put them in the description when the stream's over. But the way I did it was I made sure they couldn't see the little pink headband, pink and yellow headband. And I put a piece of glass in the hair, and I was standing backwards in front of the glass. I couldn't see when he was coming, but it was still a good hiding spot. Then we've actually changed up the rules where we could, if we had the name tags on, we could hide inside statues. But we couldn't stay there the whole time. Forgot what I was doing for a minute there. And I would have the most obvious hiding spots because I know my friends usually have a hard time finding me because, like I said, I know the map a lot better than they do because I built most of it. And a couple of times I got away with just standing on the arm of a Xylo statue. No one found me. I would even laugh and say, "You're in the wrong spot. You just passed me." And he couldn't find me. One day I was hiding in the Krusty Krab, and because one of my friends built the Krusty Krab. And I gave like 10 hints, and he couldn't figure out where I was. He came in the Krusty Krab 3 times, and he could not find me. Finally, I think I went out because he couldn't find me. I think that should be the link. Yeah. If it works, that's the link. Like I said, I don't know if it'll work. If not, if I remember, I'll put it in the description. Not gonna lie, I kinda want this skin. But I also feel like I maybe wouldn't use these skins enough to actually pay for the pack. I know I'd use these a lot, so... Most of my family members still buy me Easter gifts, so I can probably convince one of them to get me a PlayStation card. If so, I'm probably just getting all of the mythology packs, because I think there's 3 different ones, and then I think it's Minigame Masters and Minigame Champions. Oh yeah, I also had this one on PS3. Also didn't use it that much. I used it maybe a skin from it 3 or 4 times. But then again, I didn't really get this for the skin pack. I mostly got it for the map pack, or the texture pack. Also had this one on PS3, which I used quite a bit. I used one of the Jessie skins a lot. I used this one for some roleplay stuff, and then I used this one most of the time. I actually built my own customized skin using this outfit as a statue, and people kept complaining about it till I got rid of it. Because to do the hair barrette, I used diamonds, and then I changed the outfit color to pink and purple and gray and black and white. Instead of the blue and orange, I changed it to pink and purple, and people just kept complaining about it. And then I actually built some of these as statues. I don't know, one of them said, wouldn't shut up and kept saying, "Why do you have diamonds in your hair?" And then someone else was like, it just looks like a Power Ranger. And actually, one of my friends complained at me so much about a Deadpool statue. He kept saying it was ugly, and then when I'd say, well, I spent a lot of time building this, he said, it's not my fault you built an ugly Deadpool statue. I think I finally ended up exploding the statue. Yeah, I don't actually talk to him that much anymore. But that's the one that we were talking about the other night on stream, that I was saying seemed like he was getting jealous of my boyfriend at the time. And honestly, the Deadpool statue that I built then wasn't that great, but considering I was new to pixel art, it wasn't that bad. I mean, some of my pixel art stuff still isn't that good, but a lot of it's pretty decent. Like I've never showed it on a stream because it's on PS3. I built a ASMR Xylo pixel art, which is just the picture, or the profile picture for his ASMR channel that was an April Fool's joke. It didn't look the best, but it wasn't bad considering it's the first time I've actually tried to do pixel art of someone's real life face. Especially when I did use an app that turns the picture into pixel art, but it was telling me to use like orange and pink blocks for the skin, and I was like, this isn't gonna look right. So I was trying to change it up to make it look more realistic. And then one of my friends laughed at it and said, what is this? And I said, it's ASMR Xylo, don't question it. I think he stopped after that. I also realized I said I would end the stream like almost half an hour ago, and I haven't ended it yet. But I figured I'd probably still do this for another hour anyway, because I've been trying to go to bed, or get ready for bed at 2, so that way I'm actually in bed by 3. And right now, usually when I stop streaming, I'd either watch the Yu-Gi-Oh video of Xylo's that I didn't get to watch that day, which I've already watched it today, or, well, yesterday, since it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Or I'd watch an episode of The Walking Dead on Netflix. Right now my Netflix is cut off, until Friday, which I've already watched, because I watched that last night. And I didn't even know we didn't have Netflix yesterday. For some reason, I didn't feel like watching The Walking Dead, so I went to Hulu to see if anything was new. Was kind of hoping for a new episode of Family Guy, but there wasn't one. Also still waiting for Brooklyn Nine-Nine to come back. I don't know what happened to that. And then, because it was only, I think, 1:40 when I finished watching Bob's Burgers, I ended up watching an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which I have no clue why I still watch that show. I don't even know if I find the show funny anymore. I just keep watching it. And some of it's funny sometimes. A lot of it crosses the line. I think maybe part of why I still watch it is because my cousin got me into watching it before he ended up hating me. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I realized too, I say PG stream, most of the shows I talk about on stream are not rated PG. Very much true. I think actually one of my favorite characters is, I believe he originally appeared as MCP Pants, and he's actually been a giant spider and a cow and I think something else. I think he was a vampire at some point, or an old man, maybe both. Yeah. It's such a ridiculous character, but at the same time you wonder, how does Meatwad keep falling for all of this stuff? And then with the last season they did, I think it was like the last 3 or 4 episodes keep making you think it's the last episode, the series finale, and then the next week there's just another episode. I don't think I watched the actual last one though. I think I lost my cable right when it premiered. Yeah, Carl. There's a lot of Carls in TV. Yeah, I honestly don't know why Carl doesn't try to find a new house. I mean, you'd think he'd try to find a new house when Talking Food moves in next door. But nope. Then he fights with them for, like, 9 or 10 years, I think? Maybe longer? And then eventually, now they're friends in the last season. Yeah, I would assume the rent is cheap. Especially if they're renting from the same guy, because I'm pretty sure the guy they're renting from is actually dead now. I don't remember. Yeah, I thought so. Thought so. I don't know if Carl's renting from the same guy. I think he was. I also like the aliens. That aren't as smart as they claim to be. Yeah, there's those two, and then there's the other 2 aliens that are, I don't remember any of their names. But there's 2 other aliens. I remember one of them's orange and spiky. I don't remember what the other one looks like. But they've actually, abducted Shake before, I believe. They don't appear as much as the 2 pixel ones do, though. But I think they've been on the show more than once. Pretty sure. I've also probably seen way more episodes of that show than I should have. Something I've seen even more than that is Robot Chicken. I've watched way too much Robot Chicken, and I also don't know why I keep watching that either. Yeah, I don't think they show up in later seasons. I think they were only showed up a few times in the earlier seasons. actually think, even though Robot Chicken probably crosses the line more than Aqua Teens do, I think Robot Chicken might be a little bit funnier most of the time. Yeah, I did not remember. I believe it's the Pixel ones call themselves the Moonanites. But I didn't remember the other ones because they don't show up as much. And I don't know why, but I think one of my favorite sketches from Robot Chicken is the gummy bear that gets stuck in the bear trap. Yeah, quite a bit has happened since that. I don't know for sure, but I think the evil scientist had a son. Yeah, the Star Wars ones were pretty good. And actually, even before I ever watched Xylo's Star Wars roleplay, it was the Family Guy and Robot Chicken Star Wars that got me into Star Wars. That, and I was constantly hearing about it. Probably still is one of his favorite things. Actually tried to get him to watch Xylo's roleplay because I told him I think he'll like it. Also, their DC superhero ones are pretty good for Robot Chicken. I think they've done 3 of those now. I haven't actually watched it in a while. I know every season, during the season finale, they say it's canceled, but then they come back with another season. Yeah, and poor Batman. He keeps getting his back broken every time it's healed. They're even in a room full of the entire Justice League. Bane comes in, grabs Batman, and breaks his back, and Batman says, "What, none of you could have done anything? You're all just standing there watching it happen." Yeah, poor Batman. I think also one of my favorite ones is Robo Hobo, which I'm assuming you wouldn't have seen because it was after the scientist got killed off. Yeah. I believe he was the scientist's son, and he started creating robot everything, and one of them happened to be a homeless person that was turned into a robot. or basically an android, but instead of calling him an android, he called him Robo Hobo. And there's actually another one that's also Batman. It's like it's a sketch of, you actually, I think, probably might have seen this one. I don't remember what season it's in, but it's a sketch where a couple goes to an orphanage to adopt a kid. First, Harry Potter comes out, and he says he has night terrors, and the parents are like, okay, pretty much every kid has nightmares. And then he says, yeah, but mine come alive and try to kill me in my sleep. Then, I think it's Annie comes out, and they don't adopt her either. And then eventually Batman comes out, and all Batman has to say is, "Are you my mommy?" And then he says, "My favorite story is Goodnight Moon." And it's just the fact that it's said with the Batman voice that makes it funny. And I actually watched that episode with a few of my cousins, and my younger cousin would take the remote and rewind that scene over and over again. It got to the point where I actually just recorded it on my phone, so he would just watch it on the phone instead of continuing to rewind it. Probably still have that recorded on one of the old phones. I think it's on the old iPhone that's broken. I don't even know if I can fix that iPhone anymore. Yeah, I figured you probably would have seen that one. I might actually finish the roof tonight. I am gonna try to end the stream at 2 a.m. though, which is in like 12 minutes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot that part. Probably is one of my favorite episodes though. I watch way too much TV though. Especially way too many cartoons. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Took me a minute, but I remember that one. I think I've actually seen almost every episode of Robot Chicken. I know I've seen every episode of Family Guy. Even one that was completely cut from TV. I actually seen it in a $5 movie bin at Walmart, and I ended up getting it. And after I watched it, I realized why it was completely cut from airing on Fox. I don't even think it actually aired on Adult Swim either. Which is weird, because there's not much that Adult Swim won't let air. I mean, they have Rick and Morty. That proves that there's not much that they won't let air. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that was it. But actually, I think my favorite episodes of Family Guy are probably the Star Wars ones. Yeah. I think that was probably the only episode of Family Guy that's ever been not allowed to air, too. At least the only one that I know about, anyway. Yeah, they actually did the Star Wars ones pretty well. Yeah, I thought so. And I mean, with Family Guy, you know, they cross the line a lot. But when they get an episode completely banned and it can't even air on Adult Swim, you know they probably shouldn't have done that episode. Because I know a couple were actually pulled from Fox and not allowed to air on there, but Adult Swim eventually aired them. But that one wasn't even on Adult Swim ever. The only way to get it, I don't even think it's on Netflix either. I think the only way to get it is the DVD. I could be wrong, it might be on Netflix. But I'm not sure if it is. Yeah. I didn't think it was on Netflix because I'm pretty sure I've watched through all the episodes on Netflix and I don't remember watching it on there. Actually, one of my favorite, more adult cartoons is probably BoJack Horseman, though. It's kind of darker than most of them, but I think it's pretty good. But that doesn't even fall under the category that Family Guy does, because Family Guy falls under, like, rated, I think, 14 and up. BoJack Horseman is probably 18 and up, or close to it. as I said, more 18 and up compared to most of the cartoons that I watch. But more kid-friendly cartoons that I like are the How to Train Your Dragon one on Netflix. That's actually really good. And Voltron Legendary Defenders, I think, on Netflix. That one's pretty good too. I actually keep getting my friends judging me because I like How to Train Your Dragon. It's a movie about dragons and training them. Of course I'm gonna like it. And it actually, so far, has been 2 movies and I think 3 different animated series. Yeah, exactly. You can't judge me for watching anything involving dragons. Kinda like dragons since I was a little kid. Before it was kinda cool to like dragons. Although I guess it's probably still not cool for most people, but who cares? Dragons are dragons. I actually finished the roof. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if I want to notice you with that name, but welcome. It's taken almost 2 hours, but the walls and the roof are done. I still need to build the floor, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. No. I cannot build that. Yes. I can build a bubble or a floor, but walls are too difficult. I can build a fence maybe, because I need a fence for horses and llamas anyway. I can build a bird cage or a fish tank. Yeah, please try to watch your language. It's a PG stream. I'm also surprised if we actually have 4 people in here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Then again, I guess different time zones for a lot of people. Welcome to the stream. I mean, I wasn't going to, but we do have 4 people in here right now, it says. So I guess I should go a little bit longer. It is very dark in here. I feel like I need a night vision potion. Welcome to the stream. Well, mostly talking. And, thinking about trying to build a floor. It took me a very long time to build the ceiling, though. Like a very long time. Over an hour. Night vision right there. Talking and building, yes. I do have night vision now. I was working on it. Ooh, this is a little bit shorter. Oh, that's right, it's there for a reason, okay. Yeah, I'm playing on PS4. That's why you can see the chat on the stream. Because otherwise I have to constantly keep opening up the chat or leave it open on my phone and use up all my data. So it's easier for me to just have the chat open on the side of the screen. Yes, exactly. Thank you for subscribing. And maybe see you next stream. I usually try to stream every day if I feel like it. How do people do what thing? Subscribe? You hit the subscribe button? Oh yeah, what color floor should we have? I like the purple, but I feel like it might be too much purple. So we can do like light blue. I would do one of these for the entire floor, but it's a lot of work to do it. So I might do one of those for like a rug pattern or something. We could do blue or pink or magenta. I don't know how to do that. And thank you for subscribing, by the way. I feel like you might be new. I don't recognize your name right off. Oh yeah, another reason I kind of want to have someone hold the phone while I'm doing a world tour on PS3. I built the Griffin's house from Family Guy. I don't have the full interior done, but I have their living room interior done, and I think it's pretty close to the actual show's interior for the living room. Because I did a lot of cartoon builds. I also have the Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls. And the Smith's house from American Dad. Rick and Morty's house. Well, Morty's family's house. And then Ben's family's house from Ben 10. From I think it's Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Is the house I built. Which might actually show up in Alien Force 2, I don't quite remember. Steven's house from Steven Universe. I believe I built. Phineas and Ferb's house from Phineas and Ferb. The Avengers Tower. Bob's Burgers. Yeah, I've actually watched quite a bit of Ben 10. The original series is okay, but I prefer the newer ones where he's a little bit older. I haven't watched much of Omniverse, like right when I lost my cable. I think it's actually, it might be on Hulu, if so I'll probably watch it. And I actually have all of the Ultimate Alien seasons on DVD, and most of Alien Force, I think. Even got one of my cousins really into watching it with me. Except I think she only watched it because she liked Kevin. But still, I got her to watch Ben 10 with me. It was somebody to watch it with me. Yeah, I like Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. From what I saw of Omniverse, it was pretty good. I even got to see him fight a giant chicken at one point. Have to mute the mic for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a new one, isn't there? I don't even think I've seen the new one yet. I was kind of surprised too, because I never really watched it as a little kid. I was like 16 when I started watching it. Like 15 or 16 when I started watching it. I still think one of my favorite kids cartoons is Danny Phantom though. When I mention that, most people don't know what it is. At least most of my friends anyway. They'll be like, what is that? And I'll be like, it was made by Butch Hartman, same guy that made The Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah. I know he's been talking about trying to get the rights back from Nickelodeon to try to pick it up on another channel or something. Because even though Nickelodeon won't bring it back, they still technically own the rights to the show. I think he could though. Because it's still got such a big fandom for the show that he could easily bring it back and have it do pretty well. That one and Young Justice were pretty good. Young Justice was canceled before its time, though, because the way Cartoon Network worked then was based on toy sales, and it wasn't selling as much toys as Ben 10 was. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I did hear that it's coming back. They're finally making a new season. It was and probably still is one of the best animated Justice League shows. But I think part of the reason it wasn't selling as many toys is it was mostly teenagers and young adults watching the show, not as many kids. That's actually one I couldn't get my cousins to watch with me, even though it was really good. They just weren't as into superheroes, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of Justice League as a kid, and I think that one's the best. I even tried to watch some of the other Justice League stuff when I was older, and I didn't like it as much as Young Justice. Yeah, I haven't read the comics. I just watched the show, but I did really like the show. And the original Teen Titans. I liked Teen Titans Go for like the first season, but then it kind of got old really fast. And I never liked it as much as the original. Yeah, I hadn't gotten to see the finale for that before. I recently got to watch it on Netflix when they put the second season on there. And actually, I haven't gotten to see the ending of a lot of things. I do like how they ended Grimm. I haven't gotten to see the ending for Teen Wolf. I know a lot of the Supernatural shows I haven't liked the ending for. Like, Being Human and Haven, I didn't like the ending for either one of them. And I'm kind of worried about what they're gonna do if Supernatural actually ends. Which I know eventually it will. I'm kind of hoping they wait a few years. I actually recently started watching Supernatural. It's only been a couple of years. Actually, I think it's been 4 years. Probably almost 5. But still, compared to how long the show's been around, that's not that long. Yeah, that kind of worries me too. I actually haven't seen this season of Arrow. Not most of it, anyway. I'm just waiting until they put it on Netflix. And then I probably won't watch anything but that for a week. Trying to watch it all. Talked about it with some other people that watch Supernatural. The only way I can see them ending it is by killing off Sam and Dean. But I think if she'd be up for it, the actress that plays her, but I think if the actress that plays Jodie would be up for it, they could do a spin-off with Jodie and the 3 girls. But I don't know if they're gonna try to do that. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be the same if it doesn't have Sam and Dean in it, but with the 4 of them, it could be pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's the only thing. If they did it right, it could be good, but without Sam and Dean, they might not get the views. Yeah, that's the only way I see it actually being able to end. I just don't see it having a happy ending for them. But I mean, I guess it's a possibility. Maybe. I'd like to think so. It's a possibility. I could actually see them do a crossover of that too. some pretty crazy crossovers. Yeah, I mean, I've even seen a crossover between Ben 10 and Generator Rex. So, but that was Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network kind of has different roles in the CW. But with Supernatural, we all know anything is possible. I mean, they're making a Sam and Dean meet Scooby-Doo episode. Anything's possible with Supernatural. Don't know if I've seen that one. I feel like I probably would have because I did watch both of the shows, but I don't know if I've seen that one. They even did they did the Ben 10 Generator Rex crossover. They did a Ben 10 Secret Saturdays crossover, which were both actually pretty well done. Where they were crossing over all of their shows all week. I don't remember what all shows got crossed over that week, but I remember that being a week that happened. Lilo and Stitch and Kim Possible, and Lilo and Stitch and American Dragon Jake Long. Those were both good crossovers too. I miss all those shows. What the? Yeah, American Dragon was one of my favorite shows. Actually, probably my favorite when it was airing. That's not me, by the way. I know I tend to joke around and say that's not me, but that's actually not me. Possible that it's a clone. Did I clone myself? I don't think I'd clone myself. Although I did kind of say I wanted a twin before. Kind of. I don't know, maybe I'm the clone. I don't feel like a clone. I don't know how that happens. But I'm the lizard wizard. And welcome to the stream, by the way. It's now almost 2:30 in the morning, and there's 5 people in here. Yeah, looks like we got some new faces. I guess the late night streams work. Maybe it is. Maybe you people don't even exist. Do you? Am I really a lizard wizard? Imaginary friend? Or am I just dreaming this? That's the question. I've also now been working on this house for almost 3 hours. Actually, almost 4 hours. I didn't even know that. Choose a number. I choose 999. That's my number. Wait. We'll just wait to find out if our numbers were right. Actually, you know what? I changed my number. I changed it to 5. Because that's how many people are in here. 5. At least that's what it says for me. Could be more. There could be less. For all I know, there could be 1,000,000 people watching me, but I don't think that would happen. Really don't think that would happen. Maybe someday. I don't think today is that day. Oh no, there's only 4. I don't really blame people for leaving. It's Like I said, 2:30 in the morning for me. Okay. There's only 3 people. Like I said, though, it's fine. It's late. I'm tired, so I'm just rambling. So sorry if I'm not making any sense, but that'll probably happen a lot. And I don't make sense half the time when I am tired. I do not have a face cam. And I don't have the money for one. My plan was, if I hit 100 subscribers, I'd get a face cam, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, and I also don't know if it does happen, if I'll have the money for a face cam. Also, I've been told I can't set up a camera in the living room, which is where I'm playing this at, and it's not my PS4, so I can't put it in my room. So I have to wait till we get something else set up. We're supposed to be setting up another room that we don't really use. Eventually. But I don't know when that'll be. Because I don't think my family's gonna let me move the TV out of the living room in there. And my TV is kind of small and I have a hard time playing Minecraft on it. Because I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but the eye doctor gave me the wrong prescription and I don't have the money to go get new ones. Plus, even with the right prescription glasses, I still have a hard time reading it. That's just how messed up my eyes are. But I can't complain about it because I'm not supposed to be able to see at all, so yeah. I was actually told, or my family was told, that I was blind when I was born. Later they figured out I wasn't. Then they said I'd be blind by the time I was 12. 21, still can see, and actually can see a little bit better than I could when I was a kid. Okay, no problem, and see you later. A lot of the times I'll say I'm unlucky, but the fact that I was supposed to be blind at 12 and I'm not, I guess that's pretty lucky. It's not only that, I don't really talk about this part of it as much, but because of what's wrong with my eyes, it's also supposed to affect my brain a little bit. I'm not supposed to have control over my emotions at all. I actually have somewhat control, just not all the time. Like when I'm calm, I'm fine, but if I get mad about something, usually I can't calm myself down. What YouTube videos are for. They actually help. I mean, most of the YouTubers I watched have helped me through pretty bad stuff. And I'm probably not as funny or as interesting as most of them, or any of them. But I try. Probably will get a face cam eventually. Like I said, once I get that everything set up in the other room. And once I actually have the money for a camera. The one that I found is only like 50 something. And it's actually for PlayStation. I haven't looked around anywhere. I just looked at that on Amazon. I haven't actually went anywhere and looked at one. So I should probably do that before I actually order one on Amazon. Yeah. Also realized this is probably one of my longest streams ever. Started at like 11 something at night. And it's now almost 3 a.m. Yeah, I'll probably finish filling in the floor. This little bit of the floor here that I'm almost done clearing out. And then I'll probably end it. I'm trying to think. I don't know what my longest stream was. I think it was 3 hours or almost 3 hours. No, my first stream was only like 35 or 40 minutes because I had a certain time that I could stream, because otherwise I would have had to argue to have more time that day. And not only that, I was nervous, more nervous than I should have been. It actually did surprisingly well. And I figured if someone I knew on YouTube showed up, I'd probably get more nervous. But I actually did fine when Xylo showed up. Actually did fine. I paused for a second because I was like, wait, what? Because I didn't expect it. Out of the 3 that I invited, it was Xylo, Panda, and Mev. I expected Mev to show up. Because Mev said he would if he wasn't busy. And then later him and Panda both said they were busy that day, that's why they didn't show up. I'm actually surprised about how many people have joined the stream though. We've had quite a few people over the almost 3 hours. Even got a few new subscribers. I actually might start doing longer streams like this, because I don't usually do longer ones, because I figure people won't show up this late. But it seems to be working. And if I'm not streaming, I'm just watching TV, or creative building on Minecraft, or playing Neverwinter anyway. So... Plus, if I'm streaming later on weeknights, I don't have to argue with anyone about what time I can stream. Because they go to... Well, the person that I have to argue with goes to bed at 10 because he has to go to work at like 5 or 6 a.m. Something like that. I could even be wrong about the time. I accidentally placed glass there. I don't need that glass there. I'm also tired, so I'm getting distracted more easily than usual. Although when I'm in a store, I tend to get distracted a lot. Like, I'll fall way behind whoever I'm with in the store, and then I'll have to catch up and say, oh, I was distracted. Usually distracted by llamas. Or posters. Or random stuffed animals. I think one day I ran up to someone and said, sorry, I was distracted by dinosaurs. So this is here. It's into this area. I might turn this into the fish tank or something. I'm not sure what this is yet. I just started building it. This was like the first thing that I built when I started the house. This little circle area. Well, welcome to the stream, and my PSN name is Easy. It's the same as my YouTube name. If you'd like to send me a friend request, I usually accept them, but I will warn you, I probably won't let you join my stream till I know you a little bit better. Welcome back. You just missed me rambling. A lot. Like usual. That's pretty much all I do. But you guys seem to enjoy my crazy random stories, so why not? Oh yeah, happy Pie Day. We still need a cookie holiday. I know that's not really for the food pie, but still, we need a cookie holiday. Probably why you watch almost every stream. Yeah, so I think this entire wall here is gonna be like a giant fish tank. Still excited for the new update. The stream has kind of been all over the place too, but most of them are. I mean, it's the same as my YouTube name. Should be anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think my YouTube name has a space in it, and my PSN name doesn't have a space in it. I mean, usually I wouldn't give information out to people I just meet, but it's not like it's hard to figure out anyway. I use the same name for almost everything. Like, the only thing that's different is my Twitter, and that's only because it is a very old Twitter account and I'm too lazy to make a new one. Plus, I already have like 600 followers, so... and it took me a long time to get that many followers. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know, again, I said I was gonna end the stream and I haven't yet. Yeah, almost 3 a.m. and I'm still streaming. Hopefully this doesn't stop my stream. It shouldn't. Here you go. I am also still in a party chat, it would appear. That's been going a long time. Party chat's been going the whole time. Although I usually end up in a party chat anyway in case someone joins, because I know sometimes Crazy Cookie joins me. And sometimes Goku joins, but I don't think Goku has Minecraft for PS4. At least not yet anyway. I don't know if he does now, I haven't seen him playing it. I know a couple other people on my friend list that play Minecraft, but they don't really join me that much. And I don't think Crazy Cookie has a mic. So we have to communicate through signs. Yeah, I see that. It went back up to 5 again. Every time I go to end the stream, it goes back up to 5. Oh, it went down to 4. Like I said, I'm surprised there's so many people in here. It is really late. At least for me, it's really late anyway. For some of you, it's probably not as late. One weird thing I've noticed about YouTube, I can subscribe to myself. I haven't done it, but it says I can. Maybe next stream. I'm actually about to end this in a few minutes. I just want to do a little bit of a floor right here, and then I'm probably gonna end. Because I am really tired. Ooh, I did that floor wrong. There we go. I do like using these blocks for floor, but they're also kind of hard to work with sometimes. Sorry about the coughing again. Yeah, I just accepted your friend request. Like I said, maybe next stream. I'm literally just gonna finish up this floor in this little part, and then I'm gonna end. And then I'm going offline, so, because I'm, as I said, very tired. I don't sleep much, and it's almost 3 a.m. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping it's not my allergies to cats coming back, because I was allergic to cats when I was younger, but I haven't had that problem in a long time. I don't know if that even can happen. Here we go. Alright. Well, told you I'm tired. I kind of just paused for a minute there. Yeah, I guess. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Good night or good morning, and I'll probably be back tomorrow, or I guess later tonight. Probably about 10 or 11 again. Like I said, if I don't have to argue over the PS4, I shouldn't have to. Or it's not even really the PS4 we're arguing over, it's just the internet. Because it gets laggy when I try to stream. Here I go again, still building. This is why I don't sleep. I can't just let something go. Same to all of you. No, I'm gonna yawn on stream. First coughing, then yawning. I actually didn't forget how to end the stream. Good night.